Chag Sameach, everyone. Welcome to Shavuot across Brooklyn. I'm Cantor Josh Breitzer, along with Cantor Jordan Goldstein from Congregation Beth Elohim. With us we have Rabbi Miriam Grossman and Cantor Lisa B. Siegel from Kolot Fe'enu, Shira Klein and Naomi Les, ritual leaders from Lab Shul, along with Rabbi Amichai Lau and Lavi. And also we have Rabbi Matt Green, who's going to welcome us.
Chag Sameach! It's so fun. It's so fun to be with you all, directing people to the creative service, or the Trad Egal service, or the Open Orthodox service. There are so many different ways to access this holiday. And I wouldn't rather be with anyone else. Actually, all of you. I didn't mean just you. I mean all of us, as if we're here together at Sinai. There is so much you have in store, but there's no way that we can access the wisdom or the cheesecake or the friendship of this night without starting with Mariv, without starting with these prayers. And looking into the eyes of these leaders is very special as you embark on the humble task of leading us into this moment of revelation. And looking out there, out at all of you, is equally special. Watching the collective of Israel do this together. This is sacred work. This is hard. You might think you're here for just a raucous evening of fun and learning and jokes, but actually, you're here to be present. So we're going to start with candle lighting, as we often do at these ritual moments. We'd like to call forward anyone who is a Jewish professional who is not already sitting up here to come up. Let's just give it a shot. Come up here, join us up here at the foot of Mount Sinai.
Page 384 in your Siddur. Make sure you have the big version of the Siddur, Mishkal Tefillah, as we like to call it. The lower right corner, page 384 for Halakat Neirot Tikhan. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu
Welcome everyone, Chag Sameach. Thinking about how we here are trying to make a transition between all the ordinary days that we've just counted our way through in the Omer into what's coming, which is that we're reenacting, of course, our people's experience at the foot of the mountain when we encountered God. And we prepared all night for that moment of encounter, and it says in the Torah that at that moment, biyot haboker. It's translated usually as the morning dawned. And there was lightning and there was thunder, and the voice of the shofar got louder and louder, and then there was some kind of presence and the people were trembling. Some kind of encounter And Midrash Tanchuma says that Biyot HaBoker, it didn't mean that. It meant that God's presence was there waiting for us. That when we were ready and done preparing, God's presence was there waiting for us to be revelation. And so tonight, when we reenact what our ancestors experienced at that mountain, what we're doing is we're trying to sensitize ourselves, to soften ourselves, to prepare ourselves for that moment of meeting. And in that process, what we're trying to do is to listen really deeply for what is true. And so let us use this time together to begin that softening, and that sensitizing, and that listening for what is true, so that we're ready for the meeting. And to arrive in that moment, thank you, Rabbi Toner, to arrive in that moment, we have to know from where we've come. To be here now, sometimes we have to know the journey it took to get to this moment. So I want to invite you, we're going there already, Josh. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, right? We're doing the work, right? I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want to invite you to think about one, maybe two or three moments, people, events that got you to this room tonight. It's a nice way of saying, how'd you get here? How did you get to the foot of this mountain tonight? Maybe there was something you experienced, someone who said something to you 20 years ago that catalyzed the arrival to this moment. Maybe it was just yesterday. Or you saw something on Instagram. Maybe it was an ancestor who traveled and traveled to allow you to be here today. Maybe somebody who's not with us anymore who inspired you. So as we begin tonight in this moment of a here and now, you sing the Shehechianu together, which is translated as just that. Who and what got you to this moment right now?
Sanctify these holy moments on page 392 with the words of Chatzi Kaddish, followed by Baruch Hu. Please rise.
Yitkadah, Shemei Rabah.
להוליך מלכותי, בחיי כל וביום אתמול, ובחיי תכל בית ישראל. ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל שמי לקודשה, ומכל לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבתה on your handouts, beside with musical notation, setting of these words from the Haftarah for Shavuot by our friend and leader, Cantor Lisa B. Siegel.
Imagine these creatures running to and fro all around the celestial Merkava in ways that we run towards and pull back in our lives. We run towards God, we run towards each other, we pull back. Maybe we're fearful, maybe we're not ready. We go back, we go forward. It's an ebb and it's a flow. Yeah.
Till Elyon Adonai Tzvaot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid V'Chalelu Le'olam Amen Baruch Atah Adonai
So, what's love got to do with it? Response? I don't think anything. I think we're good. Me too. Want to sing it? Just once. What's got to do with it? Okay. Thank you, Tina. We'll get to Kaddish later. But what does love have to do with Shavuot? So, Shavuot, as many of you know, started off as an agricultural holiday, had to do with the harvest in the ancient indigenous past. And then it got so many different versions until at some point the rabbis realized that actually it is the night on which Torah was given to Moshe on Sinai, and we all gathered. And it is the Torah that in some ways is the Torah of love. If you open the Torah scroll, the very middle word, the very central concept, the bullseye of this whole thing, right in the middle of the third book, middle from all sides, is this word, ve'ahavta. And you, we, should love, can love, will love, be loved. That vav, that and, is critical. It's easy to love the people we love. It's a little harder to love the ones that are a little harder to love. So what does love have to do with it? This is the night on which we were given the opportunity to fall in love again and again with ourselves, with each other, with mystery, with the divine, with whatever love God is. And on this night, 2023, here in Brooklyn, so happy to be here. Love is love. That's not just a slogan. To remember what it's like to love everybody, and everybody's love is a slogan we need to stand behind. Because there are some people who, in the name of the God and the Bible and the Torah, don't think that everybody's love is everybody's righteous love. So tonight we're here to love, to learn, to lean, and to remember that love has a lot to do with it. It's at the middle of everything we do. So I hope tonight brings us closer to all the ways we live and love.
Page 398. number 2.
For of 6. We say that Torah learning is holy learning. Not just the learning we do from the scroll, from the 5 books, not just the learning from the books that come after, as holy as all of it is. It's any learning that helps us feel a little more alive, a little more deeply connected, not just to other human beings, but a little more deeply, unendingly, in a Jewish conversation over centuries. A conversation we don't begin and one of my favorite practices to do before we begin to learn is a practice that Svara, traditionally radical yeshiva, also known as the queer yeshiva, first taught me a long time ago, that we dedicate our learning. Svara is not the only place that does this. You can go around the world and find Jewish people dedicating their learning. So maybe first I invite you to call to mind a teacher, any teacher of any kind in your life. Make the learning you do tonight be in their legacy. We dedicate our learning also to uplift the spirits of those who are no longer with us. And I am grateful to be in a year of learning right now for my father in honor of the learning he loved while he was on this earth. May the learning you do tonight bring you closer to those who are with you in spirit. But above all, our learning can be a tikkun, can be a kind of healing, a turning. And we do this to say,
These are the people I want to dedicate my learning to tonight, to their healing, to their turning. And when we do this, maybe in part we are saying that this tradition, that this Torah is not so fragile that it needs us to come and pretend we are whole and perfect. Torah lets us enter the room with broken hearts, with hearts that ache. Torah lets us come as we are, just as we are. So I want to invite you later, soon, in a few moments, we'll say these names aloud, but I want to invite you to begin to call to mind someone in your life who is in need of healing, healing of mind, body, or spirit. See their face in your mind's eye. And this can include yourself. And in a moment, we'll sing together for their comfort and for their peace. But as a final note, before we do that, I'll say it wouldn't be entirely true to say that all of our learning is for all of our healing, when sometimes what we need to heal from is our Jewish learning. This is a night of revelation and study, and there are bad theologies I'm still carrying around. I wouldn't admit it, but I guess I am now. A punishing God, a distant people, a never enoughness, a scarcity. But tonight we get Torah again, we get it anew. This time may we receive the Torah we needed all along. She was always there. May your learning be a blessing, a tikkun, an uplift for your spirit and those with you in memory. Amen.
Amen. Page 511, we continue with Mishaberach. As one community, all the names of those in need of healing. We call them out together as one. Turning back now to page 410.
It's going to come from inside. Like, close your eyes. Do you think it's possible that it's going to come from outside, like open your eyes all night tonight? Do you think you have to be asleep for revelation? Like dreams? Or you're like Dafka awake? Like, stay awake. Stay awake. And with a lot of coffee. That those will provide. I think all we know for sure is that it's going to require presence. How will you know if you're present? Let's just try to feel it. This is the note D. You can pick almost any note in relationship to D and see if you can sing it and hear the person next to you. You can play weird choices. This is maybe what it felt like at the foot of the mountain as we were preparing. In just a moment, we're going to do the Amidah. That's this instruction from the ancestors to be in your body. Now, some rise in body. You can take mountain pose like the mountain. You can do it from sitting too. You can lay down right here on the floor if you want. Is that okay, Josh? Okay. Will you hear the voice tonight? Will you hear revelation? Let's be present and find out. dance on this ground with the rhythm of saints, to carry the sound of the prayer for the earth, for the ones yet to come. May walk in beauty and remember your song. Blessed we are to dance on this ground, the rhythm of saints, to carry the sound. We hold a prayer for the earth, the ones yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember your song. Remember why we came here. Remember your life is sacred. Remember why you came here. Remember your life is sacred. Blessed we are to dance on this round, the rhythm of saints, to carry the sound. We hold a prayer for the earth, the ones yet to come. May you walk in beauty and remember our song. לשבח לאדון הכל. Spikes. ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה שלא שמחנו כהן וגלור עלינו כמוה העולם אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים מודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים
And so we've begun. We've begun to soften. We've begun to get a little more sensitive. We've begun to listen. We've begun to open our hearts to love. We've begun to turn to mystery. We've begun to dedicate our learning and heal from our learning. We've begun to prepare ourselves for that morning encounter. God is waiting for us there already. And in our dedication of our learning, we call close those we remember, those we miss, those who taught us how to learn, those who guided us in our questions and held our hands and introduced us to new things to read and opened our imaginations to new vistas of possible questions. If you are in a period of mourning right now, I invite you to rise and tell us who you're remembering. And if you're not particularly in a specific period of mourning that we usually name, I invite you to call to mind and heart all those people you remember, you miss, you love, who were your first teachers, who guided you, who inspired you, who you remember on this Shavuot. If you're in a period of mourning, I invite you to rise and tell us who you remember.
Harry Grunstein and Cantor Easter, who was the cantor of the East Berlin Jewish community before the wall fell down until raised.
My father, Roy Simon, Elliot, and
We all for whom it is our custom, we rise in company with the mourners in our midst. We turn to the mourner's Kaddish. Page 598. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shem Rabba, Ve'alma tivrach yirutei ve'amlich machutei, v'chayechon v'yomachon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'alav v'izman kariv imru, Amen. V'hei shmei Rabba v'barach ve'olam la'olei Amen. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei t'kudshah b'ruchu, ve'elam im kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, Tamirat be'alma v'imru, Amen. V'hei shlama Rabba v'yishmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'ramav, Uyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, Amen. May the one who makes peace in the high places make peace for all who mourn. We sing together. Amen.
Hashem Kulo, Hashem Kulo, Beha, Sinai, Sinai, Hashem Kulo, Hashem Kulo, Olam Shana Nefesh. Olam Shana Nefesh, Olam Shana Nefesh, Sinai, Sinai, Hashem Kulo.
Chag Sameach. We continue with Kiddush across the street in the sanctuary. Across the street in the sanctuary at this time.
Good